In this video, we will talk about the third type of dependent clauses, noun clauses. Noun clauses are found in complex and compound complex sentences, and they do not require any punctuation, which makes it much easier. How do we find a noun clause in a sentence? Well, first of all, it's the location. A noun clause comes before or after the main verb in the independent clause. Whoever finishes the test can leave the classroom. The noun clause, whoever finishes the test, is the subject in the sentence, and it's located before the verb can leave. Now, if the noun clause comes after the verb, like in this sentence, I don't know where you live, this noun clause becomes a subject. Also, noun clauses can be replaced by a noun or a pronoun. I don't know where you live. You can replace the noun clause where you live by simply the word address. I don't know your address. And it answers questions what or who. What do I not know? I don't know what, where you live. Who can leave the classroom? Whoever finishes the test can leave the classroom. Let's look at some examples of noun clauses as an object. It is necessary, what? What is necessary? That you submit your assignment on time. I don't know, you don't know what. I don't know where he will go on his next vacation. Why didn't they tell us? They didn't tell us what? Why didn't they tell us that they needed our help? I wonder if he will propose soon. I wonder when he will propose. Now let's look at some examples of noun clauses as the subject. That he arrives late to every class disturbs the class. The main verb is disturbs, and whatever comes before the verb disturbs is the subject. And our subject is a dependent clause. It's a noun clause. It can be replaced by just a pronoun, it. It disturbs the class. What disturbs the class? The fact that he arrives late to every class. Whoever knows how to cook can bring a dish to the party. Who can bring a dish to the party? People, or whoever knows how to cook. Whether we will go to the beach or not depends on the weather. What depends on the weather? Our trip to the beach, or whether we will go to the beach or not. Now let's talk about how we can make noun clauses. The first way to use a noun clause is to connect an independent clause with a yes or no question. For example, the first I see, I don't know. The second is also an independent clause, but it's in the form of a question, and it's a yes or no question. Is the dinner ready? Yes or no. When we put two independent clauses together, the second clause becomes a dependent clause, and it becomes a noun clause. I don't know if the dinner is ready or not. You don't have to say or not. You can just say, I don't know if the dinner is ready. Now, in this case, when you're connecting an independent clause with a yes or no question, the subordinator is going to be if or whether. I forgot to ask. Did you buy bread for dinner? I forgot to ask if you bought bread for dinner. I'm not sure. Will you go to the party? I'm not sure whether I will go to the party. Second way to make a noun clause is to connect an independent clause with a WH question. I don't understand. That's an IC. What did you say? It is also an independent clause, but in the form of a question. And when we connect them together, the second independent clause becomes a noun-dependent clause. And the subordinator is going to be the WH question word. I don't understand what he said. Now, you have to be very careful here. It is incorrect to keep the question order in the noun clause and say, I don't understand what did he say. Or you cannot put a question mark at the end of this either. I don't understand what did he say. Can you tell me? Why can't you go skiing with us? Can you tell me why you can't go skiing with us? Now the subordinator here is why, WH question word. And it is incorrect to say again, can you tell me why can't you go skiing with us? And remember that question mark belongs to your independent clause, can you tell me? A third way to make a sentence with a noun clause is when you're connecting two statements, two independent clauses. I know you like chocolate a lot. What do you know? I know that you like chocolate a lot. In this case, I know is your first independent clause, and you like chocolate a lot is a dependent clause. In situations like this, the subordinated that can always be omitted. You don't have to use this. But remember, even though you do not use the subordinated that with the noun clause, it is still considered a dependent clause. It is not an independent clause. It's clear he does not know irregular verbs. It is clear that he does not know irregular verbs, or it's clear he doesn't know irregular verbs. You have again IC, DC. I'm sure you will do great next week. I'm sure that you will do great next week, or I'm sure you'll do great next week. Rule number 4. Be aware of the verb agreement in the sentence with the noun clause. I said he knows irregular verbs. When we put these clauses together, the second verb, the verb in the noun clause, has to agree with the tense of the verb in the independent clause. The verb in independent clause is said, and it's in the past tense. Therefore, the verb knows has to be also in the past tense. I said that he knew irregular verbs. He said he knew irregular verbs. Now, what's going to happen here? The verb knew is already in the past tense, in simple past. Now it has to be in past perfect. He said that he had known irregular verbs. I said he will know irregular verbs. Will becomes would. I said that he would know irregular verbs. I said he is learning irregular verbs. I said that he was learning irregular verbs. I said he was learning irregular verbs. Can you guess the form of the verb in the noun clause? I said that he had been learning irregular verbs. He knew he was wrong. He knew he had been wrong. Quiz time. Let's combine these independent clauses together. He can decide which country will he go next. Now remember the question order, remember the verb agreement, and let's look at some choices. He can decide which country will he go next. He can decide which country he would go next. He can't decide which country he will go next. And the answer is sentence C. He can't decide which country he will go next, because the verb in the IC is in present tense. He can't decide. The verb will not change. We have to get rid of the question order. And the answer is he can decide which country he will go next. And there's no question mark. He couldn't decide. Which country will he go next? He couldn't decide which country will he go next. He couldn't decide which country he would go next. He couldn't decide which country he will go next. And the answer is B. He could not decide which country he would go next. I don't know. Why did they leave Florida? I don't know why they left Florida. I don't know why they have left Florida. And I don't know why they had left Florida. Remember, the independent clause is in present tense. And the answer is A. I don't know why they left Florida. Did he tell you? How can you find a safe car? Did he tell you how could you find a safe car? Did he tell you how you could find a safe car? Did he tell you how you could find a safe car? And the correct answer is answer B. Did he tell you how you could find a safe car? Now we use could here, not can, because the IC is in the past tense. Did he tell you? And the question mark belongs also to the independent clause, did he tell you? Let's examine some mistakes that can come with noun clauses. Using a noun clause as the subject. Let's look at this example. Whether we're going to the beach, it depends on the weather. The problem with this sentence is it has two subjects, whether we're going to the beach and it. They are the same subject for this sentence, for the verb depends. So we're using two subjects, which is incorrect. You need to use only one subject. Whether we're going to the beach depends on the weather, or you can just say it depends on the weather. Mistake number 2. Using the question order in a noun clause. It is incorrect to say, can you tell me why did you buy another backpack? The correct way is, can you tell me why you bought another backpack? And again, this question mark belongs to the IC, can you tell me? And a final mistake, no verb agreement. He told me where you live. He told me is past tense, so the verb live has to be also in the past tense, and the correct way to say is he told me where you lived. She found out how old you are. Again, found out is past tense, so the correct way to say the sentence is she found out how old you were. And this is it for now.